I work at the Howard Center, which is a national leader in the country for delivering services to individuals, families, children who struggle with substance use disorders, mental health issues, and developmental disability. And I'm a clinician at 2 programs, so I'm called a crisis stabilization floater, which means I float between 2 different programs. The first program I work at is a public inebriate program and jail diversion program called Act 1. There we support individuals in detoxing from alcohol and opiate withdrawal and addiction. And it's also a place where police from the greater Burlington area will bring individuals to us to come sober up safely. We'll take them in, give them food and water, and then they can leave once they're safely sobered up. The other program I work for is called Assist, which helps people that are dealing with any psychiatric crises. People stay as short as 1 day to a week or 2 weeks, and it acts as a step-down program from the psych unit at UVM. My interest and passion for social justice issues stemmed from my mother and grandmother's passion for social justice. My mom would always encourage my siblings and I to be involved in volunteer opportunities and community service. My grandmother had a strong influence on my mother's path in social justice and my own. She was a young mother raising a young family. She struggled with mental illness, which took her from job to job. She worked a lot of odd jobs while she was raising my mom and her siblings. When my mom and her siblings grew up a little bit more, she found her passion in the criminal justice system and moved into alternative sentencing programs for incarcerated women. She was an advocate and created a program called Social Justice for Women who are in jail at the fault of others, and for pregnant women, and helping relieve some of the policies that were put in place that would make life more difficult and stressful for women that were pregnant in prison. So all of that work in the criminal justice system that my grandmother did had an impact on my mom growing up. My mom saw the great work that my grandmother did and saw how it didn't only improve the lives of other people, but it also made my grandmother really happy to have that type of impact. Soon my mom, she went to college and she got her master's in public health. After she had children, she became the director of a nonprofit organization in our town that helps children, families, and senior citizens who live at or below the poverty level. So thinking about my path into this field, I never really thought about this work coming into my life because of my mom and my grandmother. It's kind of something that was innate in all of us, I think. It kind of just came naturally. But it's definitely safe to say that if my mother and my grandmother didn't do the type of work that they did/do, I don't think I would be in the field that I am in now, and I don't think I would really have that interest. The work that I'm doing right now has been really helpful in terms of thinking about my future. Last year, I worked at a domestic violence agency for a year, and that really sparked an interest in gender-based violence. And now I'm working in a field that deals with mental health and substance use disorders, which have also sparked interest in me as well. And I've realized that mental health and substance use disorders is something that I'm going to want to continue doing. It's something I'm going to want to continue supporting individuals through. Hopefully in 5 years, I will have my master's in social work, and I will be a licensed social work, working with individuals dealing with crises surrounding whether it's substance use disorders and aiding in their recovery, or people dealing with any psychiatric crisis. So being in this field, specifically the position that I have right now, can be really draining and can be really difficult coming home from work and separating the work that I do from my home life. I see things and hear things every day that do impact me, but every day I go home knowing that I help to make a difference in someone's life and help to make things easier for them. And for me, that's what makes this work worth it. It's also important to realize that there's a huge need in the mental health field right now. Not enough people are willing to work in this field because of the stigma surrounding mental health, but it's important to know that mental health is just as important as physical health.